What's going on, Fim? Couldn't understand what Keith was saying. Dad will find the Claire's heart and then you'll be able to use superpowers? Pretty much. Wow, I'm getting smarter. Well, it's like inside someone's heart. Tell me about it when you come back. So, core engage, huh? According to Keith, we'd start out by you diving into my mind, right? My mind, resonance area, was it? Wonder what it's like. Hey, how's it going? Starting off the testing already? He gave me the full rundown. If you have any questions, feel free to ask him. Do our best, partner. Hey boss, thanks for the help earlier. Enter what we discussed into the database. Had a look, right? I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, no worries. No need to rush. I'll go through it before the test begins. Everything should be fine. I'll give you a quick explanation of the process. First, we want you to connect to Claire's mind, resonance area in technical terms. Won't be able to go very deep at first, so raising your resonance sync rate will come next. Raising your resonance sync rate will let you connect deeper into the resonance area. After you connect deeper, you'll be able to raise your resonance sync rate even higher. Rinse and repeat to make it to the deepest part, and core engage will be yours to use. Mention details about resonance areas to the database. Great if you checked it out. In any case, the initial connection comes first. Thanks for your help. I talked with Hugo. You're starting a new venture, are you? New resonance radar for testing, right? Free to use ours anytime. Heard the news. I'm doing core engage testing, huh? Research came from the Far East. Seems that way. Went over Keith's analysis. Looks to me like none has been proven yet. Just be careful, okay? So, Keith was telling me about this core engage thing. In order to unlock, you need to dive into your partner's mind. Suppose my turn will eventually come out too. Make me nervous already. Standard guide eater too, right? I asked Keith why Claire got picked over me. That hypothetical observer, you would have to have very high guide compatibility. Research was written in the Far East, right? They've had a lot of quality guide eaters. Anyway, one who met the qualifications with Claire, not me. Wait, an expression of pity on your face? Neil and I were out looking for bug rally data the other day. This we found had some real eye-popping stuff on it. I tried to explain it, but I couldn't follow it all. Neil dumbed it down for me later on and said it was a new ultrastellar engage technique. What sort of damage it can do. Never would have guessed that this my brother's dug up would have such valuable info on it. I haven't read the research in detail, but it looks like you're undertaking a new venture. You know how you guys are. Just stay sharp, okay? Told to look up something in the database. Relationships between resonance sync rate and resonance phenomena, error mapping and storage. Author Paylor Sakaki. Keywords. That doesn't really tell me much. Oh, there we are. That's all the engage your resonance stuff. I'm not worried about guide users. Amplify motions will power and send them over there. Triggered by the fusion of two guide users' conscious memories, which causes and conditions for this phenomena are underway. Sync rate is a measure of the level of synchronicity of resonance characteristics caused by transmission of emotion and intent of guide users engaged in the resonance occurrence. Assume that transmission is mediated by bias fields and the compatibility bias field characteristics of part of how resonance sync rate is calculated. Theoretical extreme high order resonance occurs between guide users proposed by Paylor Sakaki. It is assumed that when the sync rate exceeds a certain threshold during resonance current, transmission density and speed vastly increase. Secondary effects of the current see a similar increase in efficacy. Engage is a resonance phenomenon unique to ages. Boosting and tying age resonance to another guide eaters allows them to temporarily share traits. The precise mechanism is unknown and is assumed that it has to do with the adaptive bias factor tuning to oracle cells and others. Originally, this phenomenon only occurred between ages, but in ages adaptive bias factoring actually tuned with a variety of oracle cell types, allowing Engage to work with other standard guide eaters as well. Origami. Higher sublimated version of the unique Engage resonances occur seen between ages. Theoretically, it would provide an interlocking system orders of magnitude higher than ordinary Engage, increase combat capabilities tremendously. Resonance areas. Mathematical simulations of the subconscious of individual god eaters that can be visited by third parties. These infinite connecting virtual spaces contain different memories and emotions depending on their depth. I believe that combat know-how and other community knowledge difficult to put into the language can be found in these spaces. Observer refers to the person entering the resonance area, while observee refers to the person generating it. According to post-apocolyptic, the observers require extremely high resonance ability, which eliminates almost all standard guardians from qualifying. In addition, compatibility with the observee affects the connections. Guardians with high compatibility should be selected for testing. Resonance area connection. This area refers to when an observer enters and explores an observee's spatially mapped resonance area. Forms of the observer and observee are created from memories the observee holds. Only the observer can interact with resonance areas, but using resonance radar allows partial transmission of information. High resonance sync rate is required to connect to a resonance area of great depth. Thus, in order to connect to an area of the greatest depth, psychological connection phases and resonance area connection phases must be performed in turn. Raising resonance sync rate requires calibrating the resonance characteristics of the observer and observee. First, an initial resonance area connection is established to determine base values. Next, emotional linkage is generated through working together, usually via combat. Once appropriate improvement is seen, another resonance area connection is performed to create a new baseline. Memory nodes, an name proposed by post-apocolyptic for the psychological composites found in the subconscious of observees. These have no fixed form and it is assumed they may be observed in any number of shapes. They are believed to cause resonance area warps and thus resolving and eliminating them is recommended. Resonance produces resonance area data acquisition, creating difficulties in determining resonance characteristics. Technology proposed by Lika Kusunoki that would transfer resonance area data through the observer and record it into specialized artificial CNS. This data would be nearly identical to the physical copy of the resonance area, allowing an observer to connect to it. It pulls a portion of information from archived resonance areas and is known to make giving that feedback to other guardians a possibility in the future. Helps guardians all over the world get stronger and becomes viable, it would greatly change the influence of guardians in origami. For the current generation, where the communication infrastructure has been destroyed, there's much work to do before it can be applied for practical use. There you go. That's what he wanted us to read about. Now we're right up on. All the equipment is good to go. Sorry for the wait. Details on the testing. Alright, next episode for First in the Past now available. Claire's mission, Memory, Claire 1. Available as part of the extra episode to First in the Past. Then we get to go through all the other characters there. On. Whoosh. Memory, Claire 1. We need your help with resonance area testing. Specifically, we need you to connect to Claire's resonance area. I don't know what it'll be like in there, so let's take things one step at a time. Best of luck. Just the two of us. Waiting for your safe return. Guessing my weapon's probably fine. Yeah, this should be the new one I made.
Good to see you. It's almost time. Do you think you're ready?
Good go. How about you?
I don't know.
Show concern for others.
I might be a bit nervous. I could barely sleep last night. We'll be going inside of my mind. What will it be like? It's a bit scary, to be honest. Well, you'll be with me, so it'll be fine, right? Shall we
Fine
get
and
started?
dandy.
We're ready to begin the resonance area connection. Let's do it.
Whoosh. VR space.
Huh? Is this...
Testing, testing. Do you read me?
Yes,
I think so.
loud and clear.
Fantastic. Looks like we have a successful connection. We're over the first big hurdle.
So this is my resonance area.
Kind of bleak.
Okay. Both of your vitals are normal. You've got a background connection to your god arcs. Do you feel them in your hands?
Yeah, they're as heavy as ever and visible at that.
Just as Paler predicted. Sheesh, I don't know who he was, but he sure knew his stuff. I don't have much info on what's on your end. Do you mind taking a look around?
Shall we explore a bit then?
It's white and ashy. Here's the thing.
What is that? It looks like a person, but...
Some sort of memory.
You're still reading? You really are a bookworm, aren't you?
What? That voice... Is that... Dad?
Are you alright? Did something happen?
I touched... what looked like a person, and I thought I heard my father's voice. He's gone now, though.
A phantom and a voice, huh? I'm not sure this accurately describes what's happening there, but one paper says this. Psychological phenomena may be seen in some form within the observee's resonance area. We call them memory nodes, and they may inhibit access to deeper parts of a resonance area. So yeah, that's one possible explanation.
It was a memory node?
Yeah, most likely.
Sure, why not?
One obstacle is out of the way, I guess.
It's all theoretical,
Try
mind you.
looking around some more.
Hey Dad, listen! I've decided I'm going to be a florist when I grow up. I'll fill the port with flowers.
That voice...
It's more like
Is that
Philia
me when I
from
was little?
Resident Shield Hero that way.
Look at you. You really are a sweet kid. Alright, come here.
Edric?
Whoa! Be careful, you two. I'm seeing a small warp in the resonance area.
Ooh,
Huh? An origami? What should we do?
Stay calm,
tend
Claire.
to VR fight
The
it.
radar response indicates it's another memory node. It seems that memory nodes can take any number of forms in a resonance area.
Yep.
But this one's pattern looks closer to a glitch or some kind of interference. Use your God Arcs to take care of the problem. Nicely done. It looks like the memory node is gone. So, is everything okay in there?
Yeah, we're both fine. More or less.
Well, I'd say that's enough for one day. We got plenty of good data from our first connection. Initiating disconnection sequence. Please stand by.
I don't have anything to wander around and collect in here, though. %.
Okay, the medical tests are all complete, and your levels look just fine. Neither of you are feeling sick or anything, right?
Guess not.
No, I'm fine.
Good, good. I think that the first run went very well. There's a lot to figure out with memory nodes and stuff, but more tests should clear things up. So, yeah, let me explain what we'll be doing in the next step. Since you connected with Claire's resonance area, your resonance sync rate improved. Oh, I put a document about resonance sync rates in the database. You read it, right?
Yes, I did.
You're always reliable. Let me give you a quick review. The resonance area connection you made earlier was a very shallow one. In order to perform a core engage, you'll need to connect at a much, much deeper level. To do that, we'll need you and Claire to build up your resonance sync rate. You follow? To put it one way, you'll try to match up your mental breathing, I guess.
Mental breathing, yeah.
The method is simple enough. All you need to do is go out on missions together. But not just any mission will do. You want to activate your oracle cells as much as you can. The stronger your foe is, the better the results will be. Anyway, that's all for today. Get yourself some rest so you can get to it tomorrow.
Alright, there's memory dead has been added to the database. A few other memories in the other section. I heard Keith talk about memory nodes. I wonder what they taste like. Can't even imagine. Ooh, I wanna know. Tell me if I ask her if they taste good. Hi there. About what Keith was saying. Guess we have to work on improving our resonance secret. Whatever mission you choose, I'll be happy to handle it. Do our best, okay? Connect to a deeper part of my resonance area. Keep at it, okay? Connecting to resonance areas, huh? Being around in someone's head means learning about them. There are some things people don't want you finding out about. So, Claire's comfortable with diving inside her mind, huh? She must have a whole lot of trust in you. Who's Edric? Resonance area, in other words, the subconscious controls a lot of what we do. It's alright if we can't access it consciously despite how important it is. Good to see you. How did the resonance area connection go? Pretty strange. The simulated psychological space, right? More about it when things calm down. You told me that you and Claire are gonna go on missions together for a while. You know, a set of hands, just say the word. I heard that you and Claire need to work on your personal connection, go deeper into her head. Looking at going out on a tough mission, said where I'll go with you. Hey, so what's it like when you enter a resonance area? Classified. Aw, give me a break. You tell me something at least, right? Hold up. When my turn comes around? Oh wow, I'm starting to get amped up. Good work on the initial connection. Got some very useful data out of it. By the way, memory nodes are cleared up in there. Now these are automatically archived, so check them out when you get a chance. Now, I'll give you a brief rundown of the next steps we'll be taking. You and Claire need to increase your resonance sync rate for a while. I want you and Claire to go out on mission in order to do that. So please take care of that when you're ready. There you go. This round of core engaged testing was performed. Connection test resonance areas were applied with the following conditions. Results: this test was successfully complete without any issues. Warp speed in the resonance area when connected to memory nodes was deemed as a change within normal range. During the first connection test to clear Victoria's resonance area, multiple human origami-like apparitions were sighted, removal of which led to a decrease in resonance area warp. Believe they are memory nodes postulated by Arasakaki. That game from the analysis nodes will be automatically recorded under the titled Memory Data Claire. My eyes only. Father was always busy to the point where it wasn't all that common for him to be gone from port for days or even weeks at a time. Much free time I buried myself in books my father's studies since he wasn't using it anyway. It became my favorite place to be, a quiet space full of the faint smell of old books. I had a brother. His name was Edric. He was busy like my father, but whenever he came back to port, he always made time to spend with me. Gentle and kind. Loved him very much. There you go. That's my previous question. I heard the origami appear in resonance areas. It's really fascinating. What types might show up in mine? Sorry for the wait. Here are the current missions. Okay, so that's as much as we can currently do with the extra episodes until they add some new ones and we start getting the resonance upgraded more, so that means we need to work on.
Welcome
Alright,
back. It's
come
hard
along
to
here.
do anything in the Ashlands, but it doesn't slow you down.
How you doing? Oh, hi. Keith was there looking for you. Did you talk with him? Not yet. Looks like our resonance sync rate is up, so I'd like to move to the next phase of testing. Connecting to a deeper part of my resonance area. Keep at it, okay? Therapy for an hour? Alrighty then. Oops, sorry, I'm just trying to talk to Keith. Is she hanging out, sir? There you are. I was just looking for you. Last mission, you and Claire went on together, put your resonance secret over the threshold. So, we're ready to move on to the next step. We'll be connecting a deeper part of our resonance area, so make your preparations. I was curious if anyone else was. Shifting there. Conversations here. I didn't think so, but thought I'd discuss it. Why? That reminds me, Claire told me something. She said your teamwork was better than ever. You all those missions together, huh? Oh dear, there I go again. Want to know about the next phase of testing, right? He gave me an outline. Please confirm the details. Alright. Mission memory Claire 2 is now available for the next episode. Check that out here. Alright. Memory Claire 2. Present sync rate has improved, so you'll be able to go a little deeper now. Try to explore some so we can work on archiving the area. Alright, up in there.
Okay,
Pretty much like
we're on
before.
Residence area connection number 2. So, is everything as you remember?
Yeah, I think so. But it's hard to get used to this place.
It's bleak. Arid.
Yeah, I bet. Let's start off again with a little exploring.
Practicing again, Dad?
Your brother keeps getting better every day. He'll surpass me if I don't do something.
Do what you want. I'll be reading in the garden.
I think I remember that.
Dad, he only ever praises my brother. Oh no, your father thinks very highly of you as well, Miss Claire. Thank you, but I'm alright. I'm glad they both get along so well.
My brother was really brilliant, so sometimes I got a bit jealous of how he was treated. Still, seeing the two of them happy together was something I always treasured.
What's the matter, Edric?
Huh? Oh, don't worry. Dad and I just got in a little argument.
Oh, you and Dad? That's unusual. Do you want me to go with you to apologize?
I'm okay. It's not that big a deal. Thanks, Claire.
My father and I argued all the time, though. Again?
Don't worry, it's the same as last time. Just stay calm and take care of it.
Looks tasty. Time to break some heads.
Mission complete.
Good job, great
Looks
work.
like that went smoothly too. Claire, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I heard voices from the past and tensed up a bit, I guess.
I see. Well, this is bound to cause some psychological stress. Don't overdo it, okay? Anyway, great work.
Thinking
Be sure to
about
rest
how
up once
things
you get
were.
back.
Almost halfway there. Alright, new information has been added to Claire's memory data. That here in a second. Oh, I was talking with Claire one night. Claire said she has the daddy she loves. Everyone likes him. Claire has lots of respect for him. I love you, Daddy. I respect you too. Hehe. Phew. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about the last test. So many years ago, but hearing that voice brings back a lot of memories. Testing works out. Maybe dabbing it in my head too someday. Think about you seeing this and that about me puts me a bit on edge, honestly. We're on the next phase of testing, huh? Claire's been looking a bit ragged. In most cases, psychological composites are created by dramatic experiences in the past. Encountering certain situations can cause their initial manifestation, which can be traumatic. Memory nodes are those very manifestations, and confronting them can be taxing on the mind. Make sure you and Claire both take it easy. As tests come along, remember that Claire isn't her usual self. She's with you, everything should be okay, but let's make sure she doesn't get in too far over her head, huh? Claire came in for a medical check recently, looking like herself. Ever since I came here, I noticed that people on this ship tend to bottle things up. Not that they have any right to talk, though. Claire told me something when I was coming back from work recently. I had an older brother. I never knew that. What she said, she sounded pretty amazing. I wonder if Neil and Keith think of me the same way. Testing went perfectly, thanks. But I'm a bit worried about the strain on Claire. Mind you both closely while you're connected, but keep an eye on her in there. Okay, memory data. Claire 3. Father would often train my brother, and the thought of my brother surpassing him seemed to please Father. When we were training, it felt like they were entered their own little world. I used to watch from distance as they excitedly drew their swords and dueled. It seems my father and brother got into an argument. Hedrick had always exceeded our father's already high expectations, so it was hard to see him so discouraged, but at the same time I was a little relieved to see the human side of him. It was only a glimpse. Alright, vastly improved resonance sync rates were approved, second connection test conducted. No relationship connection test this time, however, because of the accumulated fatigue caused by the mental burden put upon the observer, must be a 48-hour interval between for the following test. So, be a while before we do another one. Claire is showing clear signs of fatigue. Makes me worry a bit. Still, everyone has things in their past they prefer to forget. Sorry for the delay. Please take a look at the mission details. Alright, it's a little while before we get another set of those to look at, so I'll dive back in here and start working on more missions.
It looks like we're making progress. The resonance area is getting deeper, and our resonance sync rate is improving.
What's
It's
the
not a
matter?
big deal or anything, but the thing is, I keep having this dream lately. It's of when my father and brother were still alive. They got along so well. They talked about their dreams a lot. My brother looked up to my father. He worked hard every day to try and be like him. And I think my father was proud of my brother. I could tell he had really high hopes. But one day, bandits suddenly attacked the port, and my father lost his life. Just a few months later, I was told that my brother had gone missing in the Ashlands. Losing two people I loved, one after the other. I never even imagined that could happen. Oh, it's a fact to me now. There's nothing I can do to change it. Just... in my dream, the two of them are always arguing about something. Somehow, the more memories I touch, the less sure I am which of them are real. I'm scared. If we keep doing tests like this, maybe something terrible will happen.
What might happen?
I don't know what that might be. But if something bad does happen, I don't want you to get caught up in it.
I'm worried about you.
Thank you. I'm sorry to bother you with
That's just
something
me, yeah.
so silly. But I feel better after talking about it. I think I'm okay now. Sorry for making you worry.
Sorry about that. Talking to help me feel a bit better. Thanks. I think once we get a little further in testing, this gloom will clear itself up. Glad you're with me. Okay, I'm just curious if it says something different again. Just her. I see. She's worried about memories of her past. Hope she knows she's not alone. Delicate subject, so we'll have to wait for her to open up. Oh, here I go again. Anyway, here are the details for the next phase. Alright, Claire's mission memory, Claire 3, now available. Please continue your exploration of the residence area from last time. Sneak rate has been shooting up, so there shouldn't be any problem. But watch out for memory nodes. Guessing I shouldn't need any items for using that. Guessing as you get towards the end, there'll probably be some sort of boss thing I have to fight, but.
So this is our third time connecting, right? Okay, let's get started then.
Moving out.
In no particular order.
Edric, what's going on with you? I heard what you're planning.
Father?
Claire, I'm sorry. I can't stay here anymore. Please take care of Dad for me.
What for? Why leave?
Did that really happen?
Claire, let your brother do what he wants. It's not your concern anymore.
Dad?
You did it again.
And we stand
No
around.
problems, I assume.
Yeah, we're fine.
Next time is the deepest part of the resonance area. I'll fill you in once you get back.
The deepest part of my mind. Just a bit more. Just a bit further. And I know I'll find something.
Me too. They increase the resonance much from that?
Hey, good work, you guys! The last mission gave quite a boost to the resonance sync rate between you two. In theory, we should be set to make a resonance area connection at the deepest level, but... Do you have any concerns moving forward?
Sure you're okay?
Yeah, I can do it. Let me help. I'd like to know about my past. No, it's something I need to know.
All right. Thank you both. To be honest, I don't know what it will be like when you connect. You'll have to play it by ear. So if anything seems like it'll go wrong, tell me, and I'll call off the test. Okay, I'll start getting ready. Thanks for your help.
Alright, information add to Claire's memory data. That here in a second. Deepest part of the mind. I wonder what that's like. Daddy, should you and Claire come back safe? Phew, we're finally going to the deepest part of my residence area. Sorry, I was just thinking about everything we've gone through so far. It wasn't always easy, but I'm okay. Do this like we always do. So, it's the final phase of core engage testing, huh? Beam said we should throw a party if it's a success. Isn't that right, Beam? Okay, whip up some of my special hors d'oeuvres for us. Into the deepest depths, huh? Just be careful. Hey, Barner, on your way to residence area, Corey. Made it this far. Sure you and Claire will be just fine. Let's move so far, but stay sharp until the end, okay? I was talking to Keith. He says you're headed into the heart of the residence area. Honestly, I don't think there's anything pleasant in that part of my mind, so I can sympathize with Claire's situation. Still, you gotta go through this if we're gonna move deeper, right? Come back alive here. If this phase is successful, you and Claire will be able to core engage together. Trying to Keith and make you both way stronger than you were before. But that me and Claire will get all huge and muscular, and core engage is serious business. Oh, hey boss, you couldn't have come at a better time. Just setting up with the connection, but it'll be a little while longer. Anyway, about Claire. I know she just said she's alright, but I think she's anxious about all this. Better keep putting more and more on her shoulders. Please watch out for her. Missiles. Curious about them. See Stage 52, head of the prestigious House of Victorious, founder of Penrur HQ's Gleipnir Vision and its first leader. In addition to accomplishing much as the head of Gleipnir, he's also a God Eater with an exceptional battle record, and after retiring as Gleipnir's leader, continued to operate as a God Eater until his death at the hands of bandits assaulted him in his home. Hey, fight giant monsters, but you can't fight normal people. Guess it's a matter of expertise. And they had guns. Out of the son of Randall Victorious, graduated officer school at the top of his class, and was all chosen as a battalion commander at age 18. Got Eater as skilled as his father, is poised to carry on the family's legacy. Vanished to the Ashland several months after receiving word of his father's death, and later was confirmed dead. One night, I woke up to hear what sounded like an angry roar from my father. Hesitantly peeked into the room from which it came and saw my father yelling at my brother in a very harsh tone. Frightened and unsure what to do, I pretended to have not seen anything and went back to my room. Not long after that, my brother left home. We talked a little before he went, but he didn't tell me the reason for his departure. Later that night, I saw father drinking. It was the first and only time I ever seen him so dejected. Their connection test conducted after observer and observee had demonstrated a sufficient increase in their resonance sync rate. The test concluded without incident. However, the observee exhibited signs of exhaustion due to the psychological stress of the test. Next rest period of 72 hours before the next connection test, so a little bit more time there. Finally doing it, huh? Guess Claire's made up her mind. Said she'd be alright, but a little bit concerned. I'm telling you not to do the testing, but please watch out for her. Sorry about the wait. We're ready for the connection. Test details, as well as the normal missions that are available. Claire's mission memory, Claire 4 is now ready. Which episode? Figured I'd have to bring up her sync rate a bit more first, but finally ready to connect to the deepest part of the residence area. Even the report doesn't contain a lot of details on what you might encounter. If you have any issues, contact me right away. Now there's pictures everywhere.
What's happening?
Claire!
You killed him.
What?
Oh, this is apparently your inner voice.
What's going on? Huh? Your vitals are all over the place.
You were dodged his death.
What? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Don't play innocent. You killed him.
No!
Damn it, I can't disconnect. The resonance area warp is too big. Claire, hang in there.
Yeah, dude, do what I told him to. It's like a dash. Not sure why you keep.
No! No! Leave me alone! Is that... No, I can't. I won't drag you into this.
Leave me. Get out of my mind.
Oops.
Claire is still in a coma. During the mission, her brain activity started spiking, and you went through a forced disconnect. I'm not sure, but Claire may have consciously pushed you out of the resonance area. But there's no sign that Claire herself disconnected. Her consciousness is still deep in the resonance area. That's my hypothesis, at least. I'm so sorry. I'm responsible for this. I knew Claire had doubts, but I sent her in anyway.
Think of a plan.
You're right. We need to figure out our next step. First, leaving Claire in this state is extremely dangerous. The thread connecting her mind and body is fraying, and if it snaps, she won't come back. If you can reconnect to Claire's resonance area, you might be able to guide her out. But her mind is barred right now, so we can't even do that.
There's something we can do.
There is something, but it might be a stretch. I told you that resonance areas can be archived, right? We finally got done transcribing the data. It took a really long time, though. So if the archive works, we should be able to make a copy of Claire's resonance area. If you connect to that copy and are able to untangle the memory node inside, that might provide a clue on how to get through Claire's mental barrier. Got it. I'll do what I can on my end. I'll perform a final check on the archive status and prepare it for connection. Hey, we'll save Claire. I swear it.
Claire must be lonely. I was all alone for a long time until I met all of you. I know how she feels. Hey, thanks for what you did. We'll save Claire, I promise. We have to. And that gives me confidence. Hey, let's review. That's what we need help with. First, you need to connect the archive version of Claire's resonance area. Probably find clues to getting deeper in her mind by mimicking memory notes. However, since she locked her psyche, there's a chance her entire resonance area has changed. It will be a normal connection, so please be extremely careful. Something I've been thinking ever since Claire fell into a coma. Maybe I should have stopped you when you said you were heading to the depths of her mind. Just like you, I wanted to respect Claire's wishes. I think it's clear in hindsight, though. It's just asking Ein to analyze Claire's condition because of what happened. Anything I can do, please let me know. Fear of losing your friends or seeing them get hurt, I know that feeling painfully well. Claire's alright. Don't blame Keith for what happened, okay? The research said that observers could lock their own resonance area off. What needs to think about is the fact that Claire's gone through real pain in her past. Claire's at that age, you know. She's probably shy about you seeing inside her head. But despite her embarrassment, I think she's hoping you'll go in there and rescue her. Bit of advice from an old man. I have complete faith in you. What if Claire recalled some horrible trauma or something while she was in there? I'm sure you get her out, okay? I'm worried about Claire. Can't believe she got trapped alone in her own residence area. I think you have to connect to the archive, hunt down a way to get through her defenses. You're on your own for this, so stay safe. Locking her own mind down to keep you from getting caught in her problems. Sounds like Claire. But if residence areas are so unstable that you can get trapped in them, well, that worries me. Frustrating that I can't go with you. Figure it out for me. In a residence area all alone. Just be sure to stay safe. Mission to help out Claire. Alright, number 5. Completed the archive of Claire's residence area. By connecting to this artificial version, it's the "you who killed him." The only way we can come up with a save her. Eliminate enemy memory nodes and try to find a key that might open up her mind.
Well, you should be in the archived resonance area
Yep,
now.
foreign as ever.
It should look just like the real thing. Well, it's based on an exact copy of the data we got from the original, after all. However, there's a chance the memory node might appear different from before.
Just not pictures all over the wall.
Investigate the surroundings.
Chop him up! Won't stop me! Looks tasty!
Something more interesting?
It's been a while, Claire. Have you been taking care of yourself?
Patrick! It really is you! Where on earth did you go? I missed you so much!
Sorry to make you worry like that, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Damn that boy. He's not supposed to contact you.
Why not? Why can't I see him?
Claire, I already told you. Your brother did something that can never be forgiven. If you see him again, you come straight to me. Is that clear?
I don't get it. Why doesn't Dad understand?
Dad won't ever accept me again. He really dislikes me now.
That's not true. It can't be. Isn't there something I can do?
Maybe. Claire, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Could you get Dad to go behind the house at noon tomorrow? I want to talk to him alone. I don't care if he won't forgive me. I just want to apologize to him in person.
Alright, I'll do it. Don't worry. I'm sure Dad will understand.
Which I'm guessing is where he gets killed by the bandits.
Did you learn
stated
anything of
before.
value? The info we gathered from the memory node here will be entered into the database as usual. But it might contain something private about Claire, so
And
I'll
we'll meet you there
restrict
after midnight.
access in
Got
the
something
book.
important to tell
I
you.
think you should, though. I have a feeling that if you do, it'll help Claire. Have a look when you get back, okay?
I don't understand. Do you know what the backstory is? Yeah. Do you know when midnight is? Yeah. Meet me at the back of the store after midnight. Got something to tell you. I don't get it. I don't. It's really important. I have been more clear. No. Alright. And that was a fine answer. I didn't know there was a plus. Any information been added to Claire's memory data? There. Alright, it had been several months since Adric had left, when one day he suddenly came to me while I was visiting a remote port. Went home, told father he was that angry, and told me I should be aware of Edric. I didn't understand why I'd have to be so cautious of my own brother. I continued to meet with Edric in secret after that day. I wanted to help him repair his marriage. My father accepted his proposal to arrange for a meeting place where they could apologize to each other. So excited my family was going to return to normal that I couldn't sleep that night. I don't know if he joined some sort of bandit group or maybe Right, and that's probably what I was wondering. It's like if instead of band-aids, it was like the queen or some permutation thereof, or so. Fourth connection test detect that observers there be a demonstrated sufficient increase in resonance sync rate. No, could be. Observer's brain activity spiked immediately upon initiating the test. Supervisor attempted to sever the link, but was forced to stop due to major warp in the resonance area. The observer was forced to be disconnected by possible intervention from the observer's mind, after which the observer fell into a coma in the resonance area and became locked. The observer's resonance area is still accessible, protecting our first connection test to an archived resonance area. This is the first attempt at connecting a replica resonance area. First to verify the archive functioned properly. During the test, we encountered memory nodes, which, when analyzed by data, we were able to copy back to the original resonance area, allowing us to partially break the lock in the observer's mind. What alert to do? Alright, number 6. Asking you to continue your exploration of the artificial resonance area. You need some guidance in our direction. If you keep getting rid of memory nodes, we'll reach the core of Claire's mind. Do all I can to help.
Okay, instruments are green. We're counting on you today.
There's something you have to see, Dad. Meet me in the backyard at noon tomorrow, okay?
All right, if you say so.
Not this specific, but I see no problem with
I
it.
have a meeting in the evening, though, so it can't take long. That'll be okay, right?
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks, Dad.
Never made it to that meeting.
His time. Did he and Edric make up? I'd like to go and see, but Edric said he wanted to talk to Dad alone. I'll take one quick peek. I have to make sure they're both there at least.
You wanna see something scary?
Dad? 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 Answer me! Is this blood? No, it can't be. Dad! Someone help! Is that Edric?
Ooh, one.
How's it look? The resonance area warp is a bit smaller now. That must mean you learned something, right? It's one step at a
Vaguely.
time. But I think we're closing in on the core of Claire's mind.
Any new information been added? Claire's memory data. Reading. Number 9. Frederick wanted the meeting to be between just the two of them, so I asked our father to meet me behind the house. Fitch and my brother come back to the house with smiles on their faces while I waited in my room, but even after a long while neither of them came back. I decided to check on them. When I reached the back of our house, I saw someone lying on the ground. I knew at once it was my father. When I got closer and tried to wake him, I felt the terrible warmth of blood on my hand. I went completely blank as the awfulness of the situation sank in. I tried calling for help, but I couldn't seem to even speak. Looking around, my eyes rested on a solitary figure, my brother right as he was about to leave, a blood-stained god arc in his hand. Then connection test connecting an archive register. This was the last time no major issues arose. During the test, we encountered memory nodes which, when analyzed by data, were able to contact the original residence area, allowing us to partially break the lock of each. 7. Alright, please keep wiping out memory nodes. Should have what we need to break the lock and clear his mind soon. Sure, she's fighting on her end too. Just a bit more.
Okay, I think you've uncovered a lot of the puzzle. We should be close to accessing Claire's real resonance area. Let's get started, friend.
Friendo.
Won't stop me.
You still found no trace of Edric's trail? It's no use. The ash is just too dense. We sent a ship, but we won't find him like this. You know what kind of a person he is? He must have factored all of this into his plan.
I knew he'd do something after he left his home, but attacking his own father like that...
Luckily, Claire doesn't understand what happened. Let's keep this a secret for her sake.
Wait a moment. Are you telling us to lie to Miss Claire?
Think
It
about
was
it.
bandits.
Exercise in the House of Victorious? Our name would be stained forever. It isn't just Claire. We have to keep this from everyone. We can say that bandits did it.
Well, that's why the bandits explanation didn't make a lot of sense.
I'll hurry up and prepare a message to send to nearby ports. You all can take care of the rest.
Free this time.
And so bandits were blamed for my father's death. Eventually, the story they laid out for me covered up the details I remembered. Those who knew of my brother's flight never spoke of it, and I couldn't recall what really happened. Months later, word of Edric's death came from across the Ashlands. When I heard of it, I drowned in false despair.
You truly intend to take up your father's mantle and become a God Eater? Yes. I will defend the pride of House Victorious and my father's will with my own hands. I am the eldest daughter of this house.
Standing up in a time of need. You are truly a marvel.
The
Bit over the
strong
top there.
daughter who had lost her family. That was the role I continued to play. I was helpless. There was nothing I could do. I was unaware of my brother's crime, and blindly assisted him in killing my father. My actions took my father, Randall Victorious, a noble man, from everyone. I volunteered to become a God Eater to atone for what I had done. But at the same time, I turned my back on the truth.
So, are you about finished? Okay, I have the materials I need. I'm sure we'll be able to get into Claire's head now. Let's get to planning when you get back.
Wander in circles till then. %. Alright, more new information. Less than a few hours had passed since I had seen what still felt like a nightmare, and already relatives gathered at our home and were arguing over something seemingly urgent. The debate had somewhat settled. One of our houseworkers came to me and with a trembling voice began to inform me of what happened. I had been assaulted by bandits. The person I saw was not my brother. Rather than object, I decided to accept their manufactured truth. Months after my father's death, I received word that my brother had died. He had gone missing in a far-off region of the Ashlands. Once a certain amount of time had passed, he had been declared dead. Several weeks later, I announced that I would be following in my father's footsteps and becoming a God Eater. Everyone who heard was very complimentary, saying I truly was my father's daughter. I was helpless, nothing I could do. Unaware of my brother's crime and blindly assisted him in killing my father. My actions took my father, Randall Victorious, noble man, from everyone. Volunteered to become a God Eater to atone for what I had done. At the same time, turned my back on the truth. Do the same, word for word as the other one. Alright, third connection test detected in the archive presence there. So the last time my issues arose, during the test we encountered memory nodes which, when analyzed by data, were able to copy back to the original residence area lines to completely break the lock in the observer's mind and gain access once more. Back in there. Back in the depths of Claire's mind. Oh, talk to Keith, Dad. Some things you wanted before you started. Let's see, Keith. Keith? There. Finally opened up way in the corner of Claire's psyche. Well, she fell into a coma. I had no idea what we were going to do. That at the time gave me the confidence to come this far. Thanks again, friend. Okay, get everything set up to make a connection. Clear out of there. Not long now. Bring Claire back. Great. Lock on Claire's mind has finally been cracked. Now you just need to go in and save her. Pretty sure she's facing something within herself. I believe you can lend her the strength she needs to come out safe. Apparently an Ash Origami. Of torment. Nope. You'll find bugs. I'll help you with it.
What are you doing here? I wanted to keep you out of danger.
And you ain't in any danger.
To solve on my own. I'm sorry.
You know I live for danger.
Never abandon a member of your family.
No, like I did. My dad.
I finally figured it out. What that thing is. It has to be the sense of guilt I feel for what I did in the past.
Told you it was
Yes,
a bad egg.
I kept
Didn't really
myself
tell you
from knowing
why.
about my brother.
I'm still unclear as to
I
why.
just wanted them to get along again.
He mentioned he did something unforgivable, and that's not as a whole, but
Yes.
didn't really establish
I betrayed
what
my father's trust.
that was or
All for his selfish
why her
wish.
brother broke bad.
Yes.
Oh.
I was complicit in his death. There was nothing I could do. You're entirely
hate
right.
large area attacks like
It's
that.
as though I killed him myself. Forgive me.
Apparently I need to
tried
block
ignore
everything
you.
for you because you won't let
I
me
tried
dodge
to
any of
forget
it.
you. But you're important. You mustn't
Still
be
hate some of the
forgotten.
areas on those again.
Afraid of being blamed, afraid of being reviled.
Yes, I was afraid. Of the anger and sadness of those who mourned my father. I was fully aware.
You meant to atone for your sin by taking up your family name.
That's right. Even though doing so would never erase what I'd done. But now, I'm done. I won't run away from you. I won't run away from my past. Is this a core engage? It's like you and I have become one. Listen, I want to bear the burden of what I did in the past. So please, lend me your strength.
Hate the hit area on those. It's like, I'll get behind them. It's like, nope, you can't get behind them. I know. Several of them targeted me at that time. Usually it was just the one.
I'll smash you! Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, it's designed to block 100% damage. Just I have to stand around and do nothing in the meantime. Well, the problem is since she's not going to be doing any actual DPS, if I'm not landing in hits, then it's just going to keep taking longer and longer. But yes, one could take the really slow towards approach to finish off the stage that way. Especially when, right, and it's especially when fighting an enemy that attacks almost does not stop as he does, and the fact that I have to stand here just blocking for most of the match just makes it frustrating. Okay, here. They didn't have as wide a hit area as it said it did. Now none of those hit me. Oh. And the annoyance of getting hit by that when I'm standing in a weird place like I am, it just makes it so hard to figure out when I can do stuff and not do stuff. Yeah, like that. You know, like a tail swing thing, so if I was anywhere remotely near him, I would get targeted. There. It's hard to tell when I'm gonna finish them off, so I don't have anyone on the team to get the strobing flashing on the minimap there. Since I can't break parts or anything else, there's no good gauge as to how much damage I'm even doing.
It's really over.
It's never over.
I was finally able to face my own past because you were there with me. I became a God Eater only to deceive myself and simply pretended to carry on my family name. Now I can uphold the House of Victorious in my own way, with my own will. I owe you so much. Thank you. Listen.
Stupid smile.
I said that I didn't want to put you in danger like that, but that isn't the entire truth. I didn't want you to see the wrongs I'd committed, how weak I was. My pride caused this. I'm sorry. I wanted to handle it on my own, so I wouldn't cause you any more trouble. But in the end, I was just a huge burden on you.
What is family? Not a burden.
Hearing you say that makes me blush a bit. But I'm happy you said it.
Boss, Claire, do you read me?
Call me
That's
boss for some
Keith.
reason.
No, I got through. Are you two okay?
Just
Yes,
reminiscing.
we're both fine. I'm sorry for making you worry like that.
Phew. Thank goodness. You're okay then. Hold on just a sec. I'll pull you out. Initiating disconnection sequence.
All right. Shall we go home?
We shall. Right, I was curious as to why it is we were walking out. It's like, you know, not going anywhere.
You've kept close to me all this time. Thank you so much for that. Let's always be there for each other.
Big hugs. Yay! Somehow it's better, but I don't really have a gauge.
Okay, is everyone here?
Everyone important.
The initial round of core engage testing is basically complete. You really did some incredible work.
For science. Keith's sad and he almost got Claire killed.
I'm glad the two of you came out of it all right, but we ran into a lot of unforeseen problems, and I apologize for that.
No. The problem was that I didn't put my whole heart into it.
Well, let's just use what we've learned, okay?
Regardless of who's to blame.
Keith, what's the outlook for getting core engaged to work in the field?
Let's see. We've learned that to get deep into a resonance area, handling memory nodes, or rather, facing memory nodes is critical. That, and we need better prep and calibration to match up individual resonance profiles. Yeah, I can promise more stable operation from here on, though.
We'll see.
If you're confident enough to say that, we'll be fine. For now, let's celebrate today's success.
Party!
Well, you really went above and beyond again.
Yeah, I don't know what we would have done without you.
Yeah, you pulled me out of a real fire. Oh, about the resonance area test. Maybe I just didn't know my limits, but...
Did something happen there?
No, it's not that urgent of an issue, but...
What's happening to me? Weird reaction. I need immediate medical attention. That reaction, nada. I'm just gonna wander around in the hallway so no one notices reaction.
The origami inside Ein is roaring. It wants to get out. It's running wild.
Got a lion in pocket and ready to roar.
It'll break free. It'll tear Ein's body apart to get out.
How long has that been there?
I guess it's no use trying to hide it from you.
I almost die of old age.
I don't have a lot of time left.
Eat
My
themselves from the
expiration date
inside
as a God
out.
Eater is coming up soon.
The expiration date?
I'd say 6 months or so. I'd like you to keep this between us here, if you could.
Secrets and lies.
Thanks.
Says I don't like keeping secrets face. Ooh. Alright. Maximum God Arc plus bonus increased from 30 to 35. All kills from the banded God Arcs with plus bonuses. No, I think my highest thing is mine. You should do it outside. Welcome back, you outdid yourself again. A reminder that your presence on the ship is something we all need to be grateful for. Hey, yeah, congrats on successful testing. To tell the truth, I was really worried about what might happen with Claire falling from coma, but we need to figure out a way out of that jam. They have both back. Change the subject, but I think a bigger bonus will be coming your way. Ein, he looked like he hurt real bad. Told me to keep it a secret, but if he doesn't get help, his body will come apart. Hey, how's it going? You and Claire both really fought hard. Hello there, I'm glad the test was a success. Every time we were in there and touched memory node, I was filled with a strange dread. I didn't have the faintest idea that it was an important part of my past that I had to face. So afraid you'd see my weakness that I shut you out of my mind. I'm so glad we came back. Thank you so much. I could talk to you again. Think you'd say something different? Hey there, so I'm glad you both came out there safely. Oh, you big time. I would have imagined that Observer B could lock their own residence area off. I was scared when Claire got trapped in there alone, but you got her out. And the only reason the testing was a success. Can't thank you enough. I'll do without you. Somehow I think I understood that I had to confront my past, but didn't know what to do all by myself. Testing helped me accept who I really am. None of this would have been possible without you by my side. Thanks so much. Still more? He said use the experience to make sure it never happened again, but from my own weakness, so I feel responsible for all the trouble I caused. There you go. Use feedback from you and Claire to prepare for the next batch of testing. We can't let this kind of thing happen again. I'll work out a stable system. Count on that. Do this, friend. Did it again. Really appreciate it. It's great that the core engaged testing was a success. I'm most glad you and Claire are safe. Seriously, thank you. Really did it. Can't say I expected any less. Seriously, you got amazing ability. Light the way for all of us. Keep at it if I'm gonna reach that level. Welcome home, you two. It's a relief to see you both safe. Claire still seems a bit tired, but the light in her eyes is clearer than ever. I knew you'd pull through, but it's comforting to see you both okay. What's your deal? Congrats on your success. You did great. Yeah, about what happened. Don't worry. You can go out, no problem. Keep using Biospectre and actually help me hold together. So there won't be any problems with me going out with you guys like always. Alright. In shape there, buddy.
Hey there, boss. You got a minute or two? We're thinking about moving on to the next step with the core engage tech. We used data from Claire's trial run to rethink the entire resonance area connection process. The two of you helped us work out a lot of issues, so it should be much safer from here on. We've been putting together custom settings for individual resonance area connections. The ones for Hugo and Zeke are starting to look pretty close to complete. Oh, there's something I need to tell you. Looking back, we really weren't ready for the connection to the deepest resonance area level. The observee has to be mentally prepared to face whatever lurks in the core of their mind. If they aren't, then I'm afraid I can't allow a connection to be attempted. But don't worry too much. I can make a judgment on readiness while you are working on your resonance sync rate. In other words, I'm watching out for you and ready if things go south, so you can focus on your job. Amy will now manage the testing, and I'll devote my time to monitoring your status. Well, boss, we're all counting on you.
Alright, human Zeke entry has been added to first pass. Progress in these stories made by talking with your allies. Then Ricardo and Fina, Neil and Keith.